Jesus, this is loud.
You're listening to Radio August. Dark Nights with Poe and Monroe.
It's 5 o'clock and I'm Alice Monroe with your August
Ugh.
update. August police are appealing for information following the murder of 21-year-old Dorota Shaw. Miss Shaw's body was discovered last night. Chief Dupont is calling the crime a violent and despicable act. Anyone with information about the murder is urged to get in touch via the department's confidential tip hotline. It's horrible, Poe.
Indeed it is.
God, my ears.
You need to learn when to keep your mouth shut.
Okay. What? What?
Exactly.
The fuck?
Rewind.
What does that mean? Wait, what just happened? What?
You're listening to Radio.
Exactly. Rewind. You know why you're here, don't you?
Yes.
Then humor me. The dead girl. And this. What exactly were you thinking? You have one job. Don't get caught. Do you think you can do that this time? It's a rhetorical question. You're going to a town called August. Find Chief Dupont. He's gonna think you're someone else. This person. This is who you are now. Understood? Splendid. If someone so much as sniffs that you're different, you'll
What
be
the
deprecated.
Deprecated.
Okay.
We expect you to use your ability. Just don't get caught. And never, ever change into a child.
In brighter news, August resident Mia French is celebrating the return of her missing pooch, Barley. The 8-month-old Basset Hound puppy was found outside Daryl's Chicken and Ribs.
And that's 5 o'clock with Poe and Monroe.
I'm Violet. Welcome to the guest house. There are some rules. In particular, no shoes in the guest house. The carpets are priceless. Now, how long are you staying for?
As long as it takes.
Yes, the chief said it may be a while. I can see you don't mind getting your hands dirty, though. There's not been many visitors of late. Perhaps the murder will bring some tourists in. It's just you and some tarot readers at the moment. It's deathly quiet. Yes, the murder. You haven't spoken to the chief yet, have you? Chief Dupont. He's the one who booked the room for you. You look lost. You should probably go and speak to the chief. Your room is just down the hall, last on the left. It has its own back door. The chief said that's the way you'd like it.
Just finishing. You don't believe? That's okay. Sometimes life is just a stream of coincidences. Hi, I'm Bronwyn. Pleased to meet you, Sam. If you'd like a reading. So, what's your question, Sam? The Fool. I'm going to see a lot more of you, aren't I, Sam? Well, enjoy the journey. But remember, not everything is winnable. I'm in room 1 and that's down the hall. Lorraine's in 2, Lexi's in 3. And which room are you in, Sam? Good. We're neighbours. Just knock if you need me.
I do not know.
Oh gosh. You can have it back.
I personally just use it to flatten bed sheets. Poe's Curiosity Shop is now closed. You're listening to Radio August.
Yeah, this game is cool. What the fuck?
Good, you got my message. Chief Inspector DuPont. I wasn't sure you'd come, but I suppose you're between jobs? Well, we both know that's not true. But I like it. Sam, that's your cover now. So, the job. Dorota Shaw, 21, accomplished cellist, redhead. Strangled. I know who did it, but I need proof. It's the tarot readers. Yes. Keep up, Sam. That's the girl who was murdered?
Give me more info on her, you fuck.
Because they predicted it. The older one, Bronwyn, she came into my office last night talking all crazy and saying Dorota was in trouble. I did my best not to lock her up. It all sounded crazy to me. Tarot, the spirit world, cards that move, trans-dimensional thingamajigs. To be honest, I thought she'd probably been smoking something. And that's why I didn't take it seriously. Because things, I don't have enough on her. That's where you come in. The free guest house stay isn't free. I need you to work the case and report back to me. Find out things from the inside. Can you do it? Okay. I'll be telling everyone that you've been hired by the Shaws because obviously local law enforcement is either too incompetent or too overworked to solve anything. That gives you a license to talk to people, but only notionally. Don't actually touch people or annoy them. You don't have any real authority, understand? But you help me out, I'll help you.
Fuck me.
Do I have to spell it out?
Yes.
I'll make your problem go away, or at least sink it to the bottom of a pile of paperwork. Your old town? The problem? Come and find me when you're settled. This is Second Chance Sunday for you, Sam. Don't blow it.
Tell me about
You want to
Dorota.
know? She was a cellist, selected for a scholarship at Juilliard. It was in the local paper. I'm more of a Bon Jovi fan myself.
When was she
Don't
killed?
read the paper, do you? Yesterday, Monday the 9th at approximately 9 p.m, according to the coroner. We got a call from the mother just after 10 p.m.
Do you have an alibi for
Do I
last
have an alibi for last night? Do I? Okay. I was here, and there are video monitors that will prove it. Thanks for ruling me out, genius.
I'm taking it seriously, you fuck. Where was she
In her
killed?
bedroom. She was naked.
Oh.
Strangled. No signs of sexual activity of any kind. It was a weird scene to look at. There was one thing, but it's strictly between you and me. Dorota had a gold coin in her mouth. I'm being serious now, Sam. Not a word of this. It's the one thing only the killer would know.
Can you tell me about Violet?
Born here, runs the local guest house. Lovely lady. Where are you going with this, Sam? What's she told you?
Oh,
She told you she's taking pills, didn't she?
No.
Let me handle Violet. She didn't kill anyone.
What do we
Much.
know?
Perhaps you should do some investigating?
Alright. It's time to investigate. Start with Violet.
I assume you've been to see Chief DuPont already?
Yes. Oh,
Not really. I'm sure she was a precious lamb, though. Yes, a lamb.
what does it mean?
Young.
Oh.
Innocent. Lambs get slaughtered, though, don't they?
That's very psychotic. I'm very psychotic.
Nice, yes, that's a good description. Actually, I thought she was a bit slutty, to be honest.
What does that mean?
Sorry. I'm gossiping. I don't want to talk ill of the dead. Ask her boyfriend.
Oh, she has a boyfriend? Where do I find him?
Oscar lives at the vicarage next to the church. Don't tell him I sent you, though. I'm sure he's sick of seeing people already.
Who are the other guests?
They're tarot readers. I'm thinking of asking them to leave, actually.
Why do you want them to leave?
Because they may have killed someone. It's not great for my reputation, is it? Stay at Violet's, the home of killers and hobos.
Feroge hobo.
I'm sorry, it's a derogatory word, isn't it? But strange people seem to gravitate towards this guest house, Sam. I think I'll get the sign changed.
What were you doing last night?
Strangest thing. I honestly don't remember. But I imagine I was here or getting groceries somewhere.
The fuck? Maybe in Dorotha's house? What is she doing right now? What is that? She seems nervous.
I've driven by it, never actually been in it.
What are you taking pills for?
I take clozapine. I think they're for anxiety. I'm a very anxious person.
It's for schizophrenia.
I don't know, Dr. Sam, you tell me.
Oh, she's insane. Good to know. Alright, Bronwyn.
Sam, is it?
Oh,
I'm sensing you're not here for a reading.
you're sensing right.
Chief DuPont thinks I did it.
Yes.
I'm hoping you'll convince him otherwise.
Well, we'll see. How well did you know
I
her?
didn't. We've only been here 2 days. I understand it's suspicious me being a stranger in town, but it's the truth.
Everyone's a suspect, don't worry. You predicted
We saw
them,
danger in the cards and we tried to stop it. Trust me, Sam, we're on the same team.
How did you do that?
We saw it in the cards, not images, feelings, impressions. Tarot can be very powerful.
Can't you ask who the killer
Not
is?
these cards. They only tell us what they want us to know.
Where are you?
In my room, reading. I found a trashy romance novel under the bed. I'm assuming it's Violet's. It's all swooning heroines and brooding vampire Casanovas. Thank God Lexi saved me.
Who's Lexi?
She came to my room to chat for a little while. That was around 9, I think. You can ask her.
So you can cover for each other.
I said the book was trashy. Look at this place. If her guest house is anything to go by, Violet's the opposite of trashy.
True. Okay. Rain.
You must be a new guest. Or you're burglaring us.
What the fuck
I'm
are
Ray,
you?
by the way.
Oh, I can't touch people.
Pleased to meet you, Sam. Enjoy your stay. The hot water goes off at 9, by the way, so it's cold showers from there on in. It really bugs me. I didn't know her. I know she was called Dorota Shaw. She was young, had red hair, a talented musician. No, not at all. You're completely barking up the wrong tree there. Spoken like the true killer, posing as a detective, trying to frame someone else for the murder.
Who did you predict the murder?
We did a reading. A group reading, actually. With a special tarot deck.
What is a good... What did it tell you?
You get it piecemeal. Not everything in one reading. The last one we did showed a young woman being murdered. Young, talented, probably red-headed.
That's awfully specific. What were you doing last night?
I was in my room.
Of course you were.
Praying, actually. I don't believe in God, but I was still praying.
That makes no sense.
It didn't work.
What were you praying for?
I don't believe in anything. But I also believe anything is possible, so... it's a conundrum.
It is.
Mercury? It's not exactly from here. With a normal tarot deck, you'd have the question, so you'd be the querent. With Mercury, it gives you the question and the answer. The cards themselves kind of change. It's a special deck. I don't have it at the moment. Bronwyn has it.
Alright. I'll have to go to... Can we tune the radio?
Thing got better for her. She tried again, rewrote the note, redid the demon's ritual. Just different enough to...
Oh, hi. Sam, is it? Come on in. Make yourself at home. Mi casa es su casa. Come on.
0H, hola sombrero. Did you know Dorota?
I don't know anyone in this town, except for Bronwyn and Rain, obviously. And Violet, and the Chief, and now you. Sorry, I'm a bit nervous.
Oh, Jesus. No, she was going to
Good
die.
old-fashioned fortune-telling. Well, kind of. We drew a card each and smushed them all together. Do you know what the most dangerous tarot card is?
The devil?
Nah, the devil's cool. The tarot one, I mean, not the actual one. I'm not a devil worshipper. The Five of Swords. I think so anyway. There's nothing more dangerous than someone taking whatever they want, no matter the cost. Yeah, I did. Rain got the Knight of Wands, that's Dorota, and Bronwyn got the Ten of Swords, which is, well, you know, swords in general are bad. She's like my big sister, so pretty well. No. The cards told us to. Well, the cards in Rain. Tarot gives us a rough direction and he narrows it down with some astrological jiggery-pokery. He's basically a walking esoteric library. And if that sounds dull, let me reassure you, it is. No? Well, yeah. Well, no. We have a job to do.
Job.
I didn't say job. I said job.
It's a job.
Okay. We make a cheese obelisk, a chob, and depending on the shape of that chob, we get different answers to questions.
What the fuck?
No, you don't.
Yeah, I don't know why I said that. What were you doing
I
last
was
night?
in my room all night with Bronwyn. We were painting our nails.
Can I see your nails?
No, I mean, yeah, I've already cleaned it off.
Oh, did you now?
To the psychologists, but it was already too late.
Alright. Can I see the medical
Mercury.
tarot?
Sure. I'll just get it. Is feels a bit sacrilegious just spreading it out to show you. It doesn't really answer questions, it more asks them. Do you want it to ask you a question, Sam?
No.
There's nothing particularly special about it, apart from where it's from, what it does, and how it behaves.
On your
The
pickery.
funeral home ceiling. And yet more dominoes fell,
To
landing at
przecież
the
jesteś
heads
dobry. Oh! Sucks.
until only the sand remained. The demon,
This is fuck.
person to person, with no touch.
I think she knows who killed. This one knows. Oh, Zero. This game is so cool. I'm actually very surprised. Yeah, she knows.
Okay, Alice, this is what I brought in today. What do you think it is?
Oh, wow.
So
Well,
right now
it's
the
a bit more
biggest
about
suspect
what
is
the
Lexi.
object is,
And I think
unfortunately.
Bronwyn is covering
So
for
it's
her.
quite small. Fits in the palm of your hand.
Why would I go to my room
Find
like...
somewhere safe to transition. You're not a superhero.
Oh, I can swap to people.
Maybe
Oh
a
god.
grift?
Yeah, could be, yes.
Alright, first let's
It's
just...
6 o'clock, and you're listening to Radio August. Police investigating the murder of Dorota Shaw are appealing to the community to help catch her killer. The body of 21-year-old Miss Shaw, an accomplished cellist, was found in her home last night. Police are describing the murder as a violent and despicable act. Monroe?
It's just terrible. Meanwhile, out of respect for the victim and her family, this weekend's Tulip Festival has been postponed. New dates will be announced shortly, so do stay tuned to Radio August for updates.
I heard Dorota Shaw was due to play this weekend.
At the Tulip Festival.
Indeed. I understand why they'd want to postpone it. Tonight the weather will be mostly dry and warm, but be on the lookout for dark clouds on the horizon, as there may be scattered showers. Best take an umbrella, Monroe, so you don't get wet.
I like getting wet.
Oh!
That's 6 o'clock with Poe and Monroe.
Alright, thanks, Paul Monroe. Keep investigating. What do you mean?
Poe and Monroe.
Is it... Wait,
The
no.
Catch. Read
Fuck.
by John
Wrong.
Clausen. Ivan was woken by the
Wait,
crowing of his
why
cat.
can't I visit the boyfriend? What do we know?
Pains me to think that I was even on the list, but I'm ruled out because we have video footage of me in the station at the time of the murder. Rain
True.
says he was praying in his room, alone. Nobody corroborates.
True.
Bronwyn and Lexi say they were in the same room last night.
Yes,
Shame they can't agree which one.
true.
The tarot readers have mentioned a job. We don't know what. Violet says she doesn't remember last night, and you found out she's taking pills. Perhaps they're related. That's it.
Thank you, Chief.
He waited for him to stand, then led him down to the kitchen, herding his slow bare feet in dangerously tight circles. Uni was a
So, what if I become Lexi?
Hi, I'm Lexi. I'm Lexi.
Okay, we're Lexi now.
grown yet. Last time,
Let's
she
talk
caught
to
a
Bronwyn
magpie.
as
It was
Lexi.
big.
What's up, Lexi? I'm sensing something's on your mind.
I'm worried about our alibi.
Don't worry about that. We don't have anything to hide. You're just fine.
Do you think Sam suspects?
Maybe. But it'll be difficult to prove.
Ah,
It was kinder that way.
good to
The
know.
kitchen was quiet. The smoke.
Alright, let's try to be Bronwyn now.
Hi, I'm Bronwyn. I'm Bronwyn.
And let's
cat.
talk to
Smaller than a cat. A kitten.
Lexi.
Ivan
Ron, are you okay?
I'm not okay. I'm okay.
Good. It's not our fault this stuff happens. We're just the messengers.
We've seen a lot of...
Are you asking me or telling me? Yes, we've seen a lot of stuff. You seem weird. Just go and regroup or something, then come back and make me feel better about myself.
Yikes.
Uni meowed. Ivan pushed himself up and went to get a towel. When he returned, the kitten was scrambling at them.
Bron, something doesn't feel right. I don't know what exactly, but it's not right.
Thoughts on Dorota?
Well, it's hard to say with just one victim. Musical talent, red hair. If there's another, there will be a pattern. Do you think it's another right?
A right?
As in the same thing we were chasing after in Birmingham? I suppose it doesn't really matter. Just have to try and stop it.
Stop it? Birmingham?
Ah. Well. We know stuff now.
Yes, stop it. If it's a traveller killing things.
Traveller?
Bron, you're acting weird.
My bad.
Are you still you?
Of course I am.
Of course.
Well, stop freaking me out. It's not cool in this current climate.
Hard to try to erase the sight.
Alright.
It didn't work, of course. Ivan slumped to the floor.
Oh
his
fuck, I
eye
need to be
padded over
sampled.
to inspect the
God, this
darkening
game
towel.
is cool.
Blood trickled along the ground.
Alright, return to Sam.
He just needed a moment. He sat in silence until he could no longer hear his own.
It's 6 o'clock, and you're listening to Radio August. Police investigating the murder of Dorota Shaw are appealing to the community to help catch her killer. The body of 21-year-old Miss Shaw, an accomplished cellist, was found in her
Did
home
we hear
last
this
night.
already?
Police are describing the murder as a violent...
Wait, what do you mean? What chapter are
Hardly.
we in right now?
So he wouldn't have to see it.
Oh, okay.
It's-
Okay, I get it. Alright, next chapter.
In soft pursuit. No.
Ah, now
was
we can
awake.
visit Oscar.
Not-
Nice.
Who are you?
I'm a detective.
Right, because the local police are so rubbish. It's been a day, a whole day. It's
Whose
typical.
boyfriend are you again? Are you Bronwyn's boyfriend?
Yeah, I went round there in the afternoon.
Oh, you're
Parents were at
Dorot's
work,
boyfriend.
and we were, hanging out. I left at about 5.
Okay. Where were you at
Playing
9
football. It's just 5-a-side. Finished at about 9:30. I called her, but she never picked up.
9:30 she didn't pick up. Okay.
Not much. They always seemed happy to see me. I don't think they meant it. They wanted Dorota to focus on her music.
So she might have been knocked out at that point. How long were you dating, Dorota?
Not long, a couple of months maybe. But we did care for each other.
Any idea who this is to her?
Oh, no one. She was really popular.
The girl was hiding in Dorota's room.
What, you mean watching us? That's disturbing. No, it couldn't have been. The only place he could have hidden would be in the closet, and I suppose someone could have hidden in the closet.
Have you hidden in there
Not
before?
hidden. Well, she liked it. Liked me to watch. Not other guys. Just, she had these, voyeur fantasies.
Oh. Describe it.
She'd ask me to hide in the upstairs closet, and then she'd walk in and strip off, start touching herself. She got upset if I came out before she'd finish. I'm sorry, is this helping with the investigation?
Yes. What was in the closet?
Clothes, mainly. I did see something that freaked me out a bit. She had a wedding dress in there. She knew I'd seen it, but we never talked about it. Not even as a joke.
Not intended to their family as they wanted to, as the family had wanted to.
Well, Poe, if I'm honest, you are quite right.
Why would someone kill
She
Dorota?
flaunts herself. Her body. Had boudoir photographs taken. Who do you think those photos were for, Sam? Her mother?
Probably not. Who were they for?
Ask Zach Weston. He took them.
Oscar killed Dorota?
Vicar's son. No, as far as I can tell, Oscar is a good boy. But we've all got different faces now, haven't we, Sam?
Different faces?
The masks we wear. I could be a satanic cultist behind closed doors, but you'd never know. Would you, Sam?
That's something weird to tell to a detective. Tell me about Zach
Zach's the
Weston.
local photographer. You should go and talk to him, Sam. You're good at talking.
True. I know where he is.
At Weston's Photographic, off the high road. It's late, but he's always there.
I don't know that. Is this a No, it's a detective
I have a
game.
good memory. I'm still holding grudges from when I was 4.
With Poe and Monroe. So we've just had a dream come in from Lena. Well, if I'm honest, Lena, it sounds like
I'm
a
not
nightmare.
going to, it's illegal. Hey, bro, man. Did you know Dorota's boyfriend?
Yes, he came to see me. He wanted to know that she was okay, spiritually speaking.
That's weird. Did he tell you anything about
He
Dorota?
confided in me quite a bit, actually. He seemed to appreciate having someone to talk to, and he knew I couldn't tell anyone what he said.
You can tell me.
Oh, Sam. You know I can't do that. Tarot reader client confidentiality.
That doesn't exist. You just made it up. Like she said, she was in her room last night, not yours.
Oh, she gets easily confused. Youth of today.
No, man, tell me the truth.
Fine. Jeeve Dupont was breathing down our necks, so we thought it would be simpler if we stuck together. If these walls weren't separating our rooms, then technically it'd be true.
Why did you lie about your alibi?
To protect Lexi. None of this is her fault, and she gets anxious easily. I was just trying to take the pressure off. I'm sorry, Sam. I never usually lie.
Oh, really? What about Rain?
Rain's a big boy. He can handle himself. Besides, I'd be highly suspicious if Rain claimed to be doing anything else other than reading on a Monday night. That's pretty much all he does every night.
Well, he didn't do that. He was spraying, apparently.
Lena, it sounds like you're worried that you're not living up to your potential.
Alright, Rain.
What can I do for you?
How did you get Dorota's name from the tarot?
We didn't. Lexi used a Ouija board to get the name.
So the tarot didn't tell you?
It kinda did. It's hard getting an exact name out of 78 cards. But considering we'd never heard of Dorota Shaw, it painted a pretty good picture otherwise.
You used the Ouija on its own?
No. Lexi needs to give it context from the tarot reading. A lot of the time it comes up with nothing. Or a sordid comment directed at Lexi. I think that's why she keeps using it, to be honest.
Lexi is weird. Tell me more about the Ouija board.
Once we thought there was going to be a murder, Lexi used the Ouija board to find out the victim's name. It spelled out Dorota.
Well, that's not suspicious at all.
Just... This is going to sound weird. Most people believe Ouija boards contact the dead.
Most?
So if Lexi contacts a dead person, that person needs to know what happens in the future. Ergo, maybe the person she's contacting is from the future. A time traveler who died here.
What? Time travel is real?
Yes. Well, not just time travel, time and space travel is also possible.
Yes, wrong
If
about
we
that.
accept the fact there are multiple realities, we must also accept there are others like us who found a way to travel between these realities.
Yeah, but not probably at this time. Lexi mentioned here to do a
We're
job.
trying to save people.
Seems that it's not working, bro.
I said we're trying.
Then
We have a gift. We have Mercury, the tarot. It tells us where bad things are going to happen, and we try and stop them.
it's kind of weird that you just travel to a place where a bad thing is about to happen, and then just as you arrive, it happens. Isn't it kind of weird, bro? Where were you before August? Where were you before August?
Birmingham. We couldn't save anyone there either.
Interesting.
The problem with travelers is... Let's put a pin in this one, Sam.
It's a bit sus.
Let me ask Bronwyn. If she says it's okay to talk about it, it's okay to talk about it.
Alright, I'll talk to
Is
Bronwyn.
trying to project.
Lexi, you're in a lot of trouble right now. You're in a lot of trouble,
already?
Lexi. Lexi. Did you know Dorota's
No,
boyfriend?
I think Bronwyn met him though.
Okay. When?
This morning. He only wanted to see her. I guess he didn't want anyone else to hear what he had to say.
Wait, this morning? That's fucking weird. Why would he do it this morning? Or did you lie about your alibi? Yes, you did.
How did you find out? Am I in trouble?
Yes, you're in a lot of trouble. It depends on why I lied.
Ron was worried about me not having an alibi. She was logged in doing phone readings, so she's alright. But there's nothing to prove that I was here. I was though. Cross my heart and hope to die.
Oh, so Bruno was doing... Okay, that's a good alibi, so we can cross Bronwyn down. Tell me about your Ouija board.
Oh, it's just your run-of-the-mill spirit communication device. Want to know how it works?
Yeah, you spell the name and then kill them.
Cool, okay. So Ouija boards send us messages from the spirit world, right? But where is the spirit world? I mean, there's planets and stars and space. The spirit world must be really far away beyond all that. We're so far to travel, messages from the spirit world must take ages to get here. Like how light from the sun takes 8 minutes or something to reach us. You still with me?
Yes, go on.
Oh, you're sweet. Where was I? Oh, so here's my point. The spirit world is actually several hours ahead of us. That's how we get messages about things that haven't happened yet. That's how we got Dorota's name. Because in the spirit world, she was already dead.
Ah, very smart. Wow.
I know, mind-blowing.
It's mind-blowing. This bitch is the killer, man. What a time travel.
That's a really old role-playing game, isn't it?
Don't tell me all about it.
Oh, did he now? Well then, you know what I know. I guess you must be a part of our inner circle. How does it feel?
Feels good.
Cheeky? Are you flirting with me?
Yes, so I can nail you for the murder.
Oh dear, am I blushing again? There's a murder to solve. Maybe you should do that first, then me. No, not like that.
Okay then.
It's a perpetual.
Alright, let's visit Bronwyn real quick. About the Ouija
It's
board.
Lexi's. I like to think it works the way most metaphysical things work. Through energy.
Of course it does.
Tarot cards, runes, Ouija boards. They're just devices for asking questions and receiving answers. But energy is what powers them.
Wow.
And the fears.
Good.
Now, Lena, it sounds like you're worried that it's 7 o'clock and here's the late.
Let's not do that yet. Keep
I think you're also
investigating.
plagued by insecurities about your ability, perhaps, to be the person you wish you could be. But Lena, the thing is...
It's Oscar. Where do you go to see Bronwyn?
That's personal.
I understand it must be hard for you.
I can't really explain it. I'm just floating at the moment. Nothing seems real.
You wanted Bronwyn to contact Dorota?
Yeah, but she said she couldn't, so.
Of course she couldn't. Did Dorota ever talk about Tarot?
No, not to me anyway. She wasn't into fortune telling or any of that stuff.
Yeah, it doesn't surprise me. You know Tarot irrespective of her
Yeah,
murder?
Chief DuPont told me. He thinks it's one of them that killed her. Bronwyn?
Not Bronwyn. No reason to
Just
say
trying to
A
that.
while ago, we had a story from this part of the world as well. Do you remember?
So who
China?
could we shapeshift
No.
into to get more
Mexico?
info?
No.
I mean,
Your ability isn't endless. It will run out at some point.
I need more info from Lexi. Let's do him first. Go to Bronwyn.
I'm Oscar. Is there anything else I can do?
first, because of the handle, I thought maybe a weapon closely.
Where
but
the fuck is
instead,
she?
A mirror. A handheld mirror.
You're right. Well done.
Alright, let's go into Ryan and visit Lexi then.
Hello, I'm Rain. I'm Rain.
It's a reflecting mirror, but
What do you think of Sam?
Oh, I'll totally hit that. Apart from the whole investigating Bronwyn for murder thing, of course. But that's a minor flaw. I can work around it.
I hear.
Don't
I'm
tell
not-
anyone, though. This is strictly between you and me.
Of course it is. Is there
she's
anything
gone,
else I
listeners.
can
It's
do?
amazing.
Oh,
Yeah.
I know. Okay, let's do Lexi and visit the fucking Violet. Like, I think
I'm
Lexi.
Lexi. Oh,
I think Lexi stole pills from Violet,
I'm Lexi.
knocked Dorota out, and then
Dreams.
murdered her.
And nightmare.
Where the fuck is everyone?
We have Gabby's dream. So Gabby said that she's grocery shopping, and when she finally gets to the checkout, there's a huge queue. But it never ends. And every time she comes back to the cart, before.
It's clicked.
Wow. I do like dreams like this, Poe. Please.
Any more news on Oscar Wainwright? Yep, that's what he told me too. Not a suspect.
Who's only
Just the tarot
suspicious?
readers. No one else is remotely suspicious compared to them.
True. What about
Dorota's an only child. She lived with her mum and dad. Monday night was movie night, so they'd go and watch the 8 o'clock at the Odeon. Dorota would get the house to herself. They're devastated, naturally. They left town to stay with relatives. They didn't do it, Sam. Although, perhaps I should have made them stay. Rain says he was praying in his room, alone. Nobody corroborates. You say Bronwyn and Lexi's alibis don't add up. Apparently, Lexi used a Ouija board to get Dorota's name. The tarot readers mentioned Birmingham. You're looking into it. There's some talk about a traveller, whatever that is. Oscar's not a suspect. He was playing football last night with lots of witnesses. According to Oscar, Dorota had a wedding dress in her closet, which is strange. Violet says she doesn't remember last night, but I've got that in mind. And finally, you pull the name Zach Weston from somewhere, saying he's the town photographer? I've never run into him. Still, I guess I'm not in the papers that much. That's it. You're just gonna sit there and fidget?
Like, we don't know if we can trust
Someone
him yet.
should be equal. And
Oh,
you should
Bongi.
be loved for who you are.
I want to visit
And maybe that is something that perhaps
Rain with
Gabby,
Lexi, right?
you might.
I need more info from
Hi,
Rain.
I'm Lexi. I'm Lexi.
And I hope she takes some wonderful
Rain is lying, I don't know why.
I feel sad for Oscar.
Bronwyn said to stay away from him and the family. We're drawing too much attention to ourselves. We won't be able to finish our job.
Job?
Are you wearing a wire? You know why we're here. Don't make me say it.
Say it.
Say it.
No. Stop being silly.
I'm so silly.
Gravity accelerates me
Let's try that
towards the
one more
pace.
time with Bronwyn.
Hi, I'm Bronwyn.
Queens. Was home for a while. Woke up one morning to find...
You can tell Sam about Birmingham. What did you tell the police you were doing last night?
I told them the truth. That I was in my room. I'm not sure if they can fact check it, but it's the only alibi I've got. Kind of wish we'd all stuck together now.
When should we do another The police think it's me, don't they? When should we do...
You already told us. 8 o'clock. Bron, are you okay?
You can tell Sam about Birmingham.
Well, what can I tell Sam that you haven't already?
You know Sam likes a You're right. You know...
I don't really know Sam. But if you're sure, then I guess I'm sure.
Easy.
Of that I have no...
Alright, let's see about Birmingham, boys. Bongi.
Embrace me. There are infinite realities, he said.
Wanna tell me something? I can't ask him. Okay,
The roof of
tomorrow.
the Dreamtime Hotel was littered with Tenzin's white cigarette butts, like scattered finger bones. He gave me one long...
It's 7 o'clock, and here's the latest August update. Chief DuPont of August Police is urging residents to be vigilant tonight following the brutal murder of 21-year-old Dorota Shaw. Whilst he stresses there is no immediate threat to the community at large, residents should be on the lookout until the killer is in police custody. Miss Shaw was found strangled in her bedroom home last night. Poe, I heard she was found by her mother.
Truly awful. Mother caught me up to all sorts of mischief in my bedroom. Also in the news, emergency services were called to the crossroads at Grange Avenue and Church Street following a collision between two cars. There are no reports of any serious injuries, but you might want to take a different route for now.
Oh no. It's going to be one of those nights, Poe.
Stick with me, doll. I'll keep you safe.
I'm not going anywhere. That's 7 o'clock with Poe and Monroe. And
correct.
It's got engravings on it. I think they're animals.
Alright, time to
Sorry,
see
we're
Zach.
closed. Come back tomorrow or make an appointment online.
Yeah, I'm not a detective, so that's not gonna work.
Yes. What do you want?
I'm working with Chief
I
DuPont.
already told the police. She did all those things of her own accord.
What
Didn't force
things?
her to do anything.
Oh, the photography.
Oh.
Oh.
Dorota Shaw.
That's
Sorry.
okay.
I'm afraid I didn't know her that well.
What do you mean? You were her photographer.
For the August Chronicle, she won some sort of award. I remember her cello. It kept reflecting the flash and ruining the shot. No, I went to her house, along with the reporter. It's better with these human interest stories to capture them in a natural habitat.
Yeah, you're weird as fuck. So you know where she
If
lives.
you asked me to drive there without my sat-nav, no.
Was that the only time
No,
you met
actually,
Dorota?
I've been running a special offer on portraits since she came in for a studio session. Wait there. As you can see, photos here. Her on the cello. Now this one's in colour. Beautiful hair. Oh, legs wrapped around. Another one here. Ooh, Hang on. Do you see what I see?
What do you see?
I think she's just a very attractive girl. That's all.
Did they get any other pictures of Dorota?
What do you mean?
It's a game! Violet told me.
Violet needs to mind her own business. I didn't want to mention them out of respect for the dead. You've heard of boudoir photography?
Yes.
Dorota saw my boudoir set and asked me to take some shots. It's all very tasteful. A lot of women have them done as gifts for their husbands or boyfriends or girlfriends, I suppose.
Did Dorota get them for?
She didn't say. Her boyfriend, I assume.
Fancied Violet Gulacher?
Friends, yes. I know Violet very well.
How well?
Violet takes it very well, actually. I like him like that. With a frosty exterior comes a soft, warm center.
Jesus Christ, you're so fucking creepy. So you're sleeping with her?
Sorry, my analogy wasn't explicit enough.
Yes, it was pretty fucking explicit.
Yes, we have sex.
Weird flex, but okay. Where were you last night?
Here. I'm usually here most nights.
Can anyone confirm that?
Only the roof rats.
Good to know.
And you need to get the fuck out of Dodge before you get caught up in it. Was rape.
I don't think I have anything to ask Oscar. Do you know the question?
No. Who's that?
With the photos of Dorota.
Okay, so this Zach guy was connected to Dorota. Took pictures of her.
Have you seen not
They
seen the
sleep
pictures?
together.
You don't know yet. I don't know.
You can tell me if she was. I don't care. Look, I mean, if you're going around asking all these questions, if you find out anything like that, I want you to tell me.
But of course.
Thanks, Sam. Don't let me mourn if I shouldn't.
Did Dorota show you her boudoir photos?
Boudoir photos?
Yeah, he doesn't know.
She sent some private photos to me by phone. Do you mean them?
No. Can I see them?
Yeah, I'll put them in an album for you. No.
The fuck?
Passed out.
I'm not gonna fap to it,
I
maybe.
took a deep breath and lowered
probably
myself
will.
to the ground. Miss?
Alright, Violet. What about the question again?
Do we really have to?
Yes. It says you're sleeping
How
together.
vulgar. Yes, I suppose that is what he'd say. But I've never let him lay a finger on me. He says we're in a relationship, but he doesn't act like it.
What's that supposed to mean?
He thinks he's irresistible to women.
Is he?
No.
Wait, what? What the fuck is this? Can we not do this? What the fuck? Is this a horror game?
Squeezed my hand.
What the fuck was that?
I spoke to her.
Hello, there was a little girl? Wait, what?
I tried to stay calm as I pulled
The
my
fuck was that?
Sam, look, I can't talk right now. I'm doing phone readings. Gotta pay for a jaunt somehow. Lexi's locked in till 8 too. I can sort you out afterwards, yeah?
grip weakened. The operator answered after the second.
I met him yesterday, doing the rounds, looking for reading work. Actually, oh no. He did mention Dorota.
What did he mention?
He said there was this girl he was planning to meet up with. Said she was alone every Monday night because her parents go to the cinema. Do you know what that means? It was Dorota Shaw.
So, Birmingham?
Fine, Sam. Birmingham. Mercury took us to Birmingham. We didn't know what for. We never really know what for. But we turned up. It started with a girl, Ginny. She was South African. I only mention it because that was its thing.
Its thing?
Yeah. We didn't know at the time, but in hindsight, it was after South African girls. 3 to be exact. The Traveller wanted 3.
Would the Traveller want 3
You
victims?
should ask Bronwyn. She's the one that knows about rights. I just know it normally involves 3, and all 3 share a common attribute.
Tell me about Travellers.
I guess you might call them demons, in as much as they can get inside us. They come from other worlds. Some religions talk of demons, but they don't actually exist. Travellers can get inside us and make it look like we're possessed, hence the demons. Yes, disturbingly. It's actually a lot more complicated than that. They choose a reality/universe where they actually evolve to become the person they're possessing. So they jump in a few million years before our timelines intersect.
Simple terms?
They can't just jump into someone. It takes a few hours for that. They make the decision before they travel, which is why we can catch them. Yes, probably. The tarot doesn't just sat-nav us to normal murders.
Been moments since I'd made the call. There was no way they made it out.
We've got to stop meeting like this. Seriously though, Sam, I'm working. Can't it wait? Just give me to 8, okay?
Do you understand?
Alright, let's start with... Wait, why can't I do Bronwyn? The fuck? Wait, where's Lexi? Oh, I can't do them because they're not available. What the fuck? Let's do one then.
I'm Zach Weston. Just sharpening my powers of persuasion.
Dreams?
And
Zach! What are you doing here? Quick, don't let anyone see you.
Why don't you want anyone to see me? Everyone's talking. Are you happy Dorota's dead?
I know. But I suppose people like that attract trouble.
People like... Is that why you killed him?
Home wreckers. Anyway, I hope you didn't just come here to talk about Dorota.
Why? Are you happy Dorota?
I didn't say that. But we both know what Dorota was like. She practically threw herself at you.
Oh, that is a motive.
Throw herself. Why'd you think that?
The boudoir sessions. Some girls get the wrong idea. I saw how she was looking at you. She wanted it.
You were there.
I've seen all your photos, Zach. All of them.
Why don't you want anyone to see me?
What? You're the one who said we shouldn't be seen together. What are you doing here?
I wanted to make sure we were still... I wanted to make sure we...
What did you do? What did you say to Sam?
This, I would say you have to hold with 2 hands. And
Zach, let me stop you there. You are one creepy fellow. Now, I don't know what you had going on with Dorota, but I don't want anything to do with it. Do not come back here. Please.
what kind of situation or scene do we have?
I'm Oscar. Is there anything else I can do?
Hugging, but apparently most people think it shows an erotic. This is one of many painted leaden, and as such, it's over 1,000 years old. Scene. It's not people hugging. It's not combat. It's actually a man grabbing the heart from her chest.
Have I run out of
He sounds
time?
great.
Yeah, what a nice guy. It was a practice that was thought of as surgery at the time.
Can I do Violet and go to the chief?
Hello, I'm Violet. I'm Violet.
Is now closed. You're listening to
Yeah, come.
Dark Knight with Poe and Monroe.
The Catch. Read by He opened his eyes to find Uni
It's 8 o'clock and time for another.
Wait.
demanding purr, drilling in.
If you have anything else on Zach Weston, let me know. And I'm all for a good boudoir picture, but who are they for?
That's a good
There's definitely a
question.
strong connection between those two then. Well, unless they were for Oscar, I don't know. Unless there's someone else about to come out of the woodwork. Yeah, that's what he says, but no one can back him up. He's on my radar now. I think you're supposed to tell me that. If he was taking photos of Dorota, maybe he fell for her? And the feeling wasn't mutual. Artists have muses, apparently. Wish I had one.
That seemed very mutual.
Zach Weston says he was in his studio last night. Rain met Zach already, touting for work. Zach told Rain Dorota would be alone last night. Zach says he's sleeping with Violet, which I doubt. Zach did other photo sessions with Dorota. Boudoir. I wonder what else he's not telling us. Rain still says he was praying in his room, alone. Bronwyn and Lexi lied about being together last night. You're still following up Birmingham. Keep me posted. Yeah, you mentioned the word traveller to me, but he's nothing. Oscar's in the clear. He was playing football last night. He said that Dorota had a wedding dress in her closet. Not many people would know that. That's it.
Sekund then.
These were all good signs. White fur.
It's 8 o'clock and time for another August update. Police investigating the death of 21-year-old Dorota Shaw have said there's no evidence to connect her boyfriend to the murder. Chief DuPont's statement was delivered in response to speculation from local residents that it was a crime of passion. Miss Shaw's strangled body was found by her mother around 10 p.m. last night in what the chief is calling a puzzling crime.
I can't believe people are gossiping already, Poe.
It's always the person closest to the victim, isn't that what they say?
But that poor boy. A reminder also that due to the murder, this weekend's Tulip Festival has been postponed. New dates will be announced soon. The weather's getting worse tonight with heavy rain forecast. So if you're heading out, you might want to take a jacket. Or a cab.
Or wear the jacket in the cab. That's 8 o'clock with Poe and Monroe.
Sam, I've got news. We've done a reading.
It's a Five of Swords. That's the same card as yesterday.
Let's hope it's not the Knight of Wands. This doesn't look good.
It's fine. This happens all the time. There are 78 cards in a deck. The same ones come up a lot.
I get it, but we drew the exact same cards yesterday. What are the odds of pulling all three again?
1 in 474,552. I know. I get asked a lot.
Bet it's a Ten of Swords.
happening again. There's going to be another murder. Then Lexi did her thing, and now we have a name. Ellis Monroe.
Until he could no longer hear his own.
Sam, do me a favour, go easy on Violet. If we need to get anything out of her, let me deal with it. She'll open up to me.
Kitten in both hands. Its floppy body barely.
You must be Sam. I just got off the phone with Chief DuPont. I can't believe it. First Dorota, now me.
You're red hot.
Yes.
No, Dorota.
We were friends. I hadn't known her for long, only a few weeks. We met at the gala. I was hosting and she was playing the cello, you know? I guess we talked for a little while and then she asked me for a drink after the show. After we'd had a few drinks, she invited me back to her house. I thought we were just gonna chat, watch a movie, that sort of thing. Then she kissed me. I was so shocked. She was so attractive. So I kissed her back. This is just between us, right?
Yes.
We fooled around. I don't have many friends, Sam. Everyone thinks because I'm on the radio, I have tons of friends, so nobody ever approaches me. I get lonely. But Dorota was my friend, and I liked making her happy. I'm not going into detail, Sam. We pledged each other multiple times.
Okay, it's detailed enough for me.
Oscar, yeah. She was a bit confused. When we started seeing each other, she didn't like him touching her anymore. I didn't mind, but she did. So I told her if he wanted to get sexual, then maybe she should try something else. I said some guys like to watch, so tell him it would be sexy if he could look but he couldn't touch. As far as I know, it worked.
Wait, so he knows.
The killer was in her wardrobe? What? Well, then it had to be Oscar. He's the only one it could be. That doesn't make any sense. Then she was seeing someone else? No. Someone she knew. Knew she'd be alone? A stalker? It was her mom's. She was saving in case she ever got married. We're co-hosts on the radio. Oh, sorry. You know that already. We've been partners for 2 years now. He's a good friend. He's on air at the moment, but he'll be finished at 8:30. On air? We both were. We
True.
broadcast live hourly news reports. It's how we keep our funding. Not very well. He's done a few shoots of me and Poe to promote the show. No. Zach keeps asking, but I just don't want to. Not for him, but Dorota did. She gave me the pictures as a gift. She looked amazing.
Alright. Any idea?
No. Sorry. I did have a strange dream last night, though. I was a Hollywood actress, and there were hundreds of magazines and newspapers all piling up on the red carpet, and they all had my picture on the front cover. But the red carpet wasn't carpet. It was a pool of blood, and it seeped through all the pages. Then I woke up. What do you think that means, Sam?
Nothing.
I don't know what. I mean, I'm anxious now. Maybe it was predicting Dorota's death. Or mine. That sounds reassuring. I hope it's not just words, Sam. You've kind of just asked about Dorota since you got here.
Oh!
Sam? You forgot your phone.
The fuck? I did not expect that.
Without her.
And I can't do without you,
Jesus, what the like, why does this game do this? I thought I'm a detective, not in a fucking horror story. Oh my fucking god.
Radio August. Dark Nights with Owen Monroe.
Open at Midnight by Martin Oten, read by Lacia Finley. The old man hobbled slowly down the street, leaning heavily on his tripod-ended walking stick. He paused to pull his tattered overcoat more tightly around his thin body as the bitter east wind blew litter around his spindly legs. He pulled his cap down more firmly, blew on his fingers, then resumed his painful progress. From the doorway of the boarded-up shop across the street, two young men watched. The low cloud had brought the day to a premature dusk, and the cold wind had driven people off the streets, and this old-timer was out late. The youths nodded to each other, took final swigs from their cans of beer, and strolled blithely down the pavement, tracking the pensioner. The old man reached the entrance to an alleyway that led down past the churchyard. Halfway down the alley was a patch of deep shadow where the street lamp had been vandalized. He paused for a moment, then turned into the narrow entrance. The young men looked up and down the street, then lengthening their strides, stepped into the road. The first time scared the shit out of me. Night after night, I dreamt of bloody, violent death, and if I tried to stay awake, I slipped into a twilight world where I hallucinated the deaths of those around me. So I did it.
Gilder is probably jealous of these girls, and that is a relationship, obviously.
Chance one of them would be sleeping it off in some quiet, sacred corner.
The second question is, are the tarot readers connected? Okay, Scott's not here.
Frenzy for the first time.
Zach?
Monroe. Everyone knows her. She's a local radio star here. I always get the shot, Sam. One way or another.
Okay. What the fuck?
Me to breaking point, the fear of discovery, or the endless replays in my head. So they loaded me up with antipsychotics, smothering my brain.
Excellent work. Gold star for you. Oh, hello. This is my goddaughter, Sophia. She's only 9 and she's a maths genius.
Hello.
I have to pop to my room to get something. Be nice to her while I'm gone. Otherwise I might have to smother you in your sleep.
What's your name?
Sam.
I'm Sophia. Pleased to meet you. Do you want to know a secret?
Yes.
Violet was taken by aliens in their ship. She doesn't want anyone to know.
Sorry about that. Sophia, Mom will be here for you soon, so run along and wait. Now, Sam, how can I help you?
Aliens?
She has a wicked imagination for her age.
Do you think you were
Do you
abducted?
think you're sitting here now? Perception is reality, Sam.
True.
I needed to confide in someone, so I told Chief Dupont. Just Chief Dupont. And now you, apparently.
Mm-hmm. You think you were abducted last
Why are
night?
you talking about this again? You understand, every time you mention abduction, it opens up a vault of crushing memories that I'd rather stay locked up.
Anyone else see you last night?
Not even the moon. Of course. Poe and Monroe. She's on the radio.
No. Have you ever met her?
Yes, I believe I did. She was here once for something. Don't remember now.
The distraction passes, and the game resumes.
I've heard on the radio, but other than that, I don't know anything about her. I want to help though. That's the million-dollar question, isn't it? Although we can be sure of one thing. Yeah, she sounded blonde on the radio, but Mercury called her as a redhead. A little bit. What did you want to know? A rite can take many forms, but from what we know about these travelers, it seems to be performing some kind of coming-of-age ceremony.
What?
Yes, a rite of passage. Running havoc in our dimension is rewarded in theirs. Not fair, is it? 3 attempts? Yes, that's likely, but 3 victims? That's up to you, Sam. No pressure.
Thanks.
No. I can do a reading if you want. Well then, that's the end of my Zach wiki.
Fuck your reading.
Yes, of course. Anything. Why Violet? Do you think she's in danger? You don't think she's involved, do you? Leave it with me, I'll see what I can find out. And don't worry.
I mean, Violet is probably the third victim, right?
Cool. So I went freelance as soon as I could.
She's a
manage
redhead.
to make ends meet. Then at least.
Yes, I met her at the radio station.
Who is
I
the
was offering my
imposter,
services.
Zero?
Earning a living's tricky when you travel around as much as we do. And last time I checked, Violet wasn't offering us room and board for free. In Birmingham, it was a man called Yuri Harris. He worked as a butcher. He beheaded all 3 girls within hours of each other. And we couldn't stop it. He pleaded not guilty for reason of temporary insanity. The Butcher of Birmingham received 3 life sentences and won't be seeing the light of day anytime soon. We know it wasn't him, though. We know it was a traveller.
Oh, fuck off with the traveller.
For a moment, I think the footsteps are going to pass, but he, and it is always he.
So what's the news about Ellis? I feel so useless sitting here. I want to help. Yes, please use me. Tell me what to do.
I'm not the imposter.
Who's that? Is he a suspect? I guess he must be. Okay, I'm on the case. Just give me a minute to get ready and I'll be off.
Alright.
Him in the face. He looks rough. Sweating, even though it's after midnight.
I'm not the
His
imposter.
eyes are glazed over.
You're only alive because we want you to be.
What's it shooting? Alright, let's just do all of them.
Hi, Hi, I'm Chief DuPont.
Hi. Hi, Zero.
Pulls out the knife from inside his jacket. 8 inches. Big enough to skewer.
Claude.
This is the most important one. Wait, what?
I needed to see the
I
threat.
couldn't ask anything?
I relaxed.
Chief, what a surprise to see you. Again.
Why didn't you tell me Ellis was next?
I told you Dorota was first. And that didn't turn out very well, did it? Let's hope Sam does a better job than you did.
The beast sets my senses on fire, even though
No, Zero, it's not me. I wasn't even here when the murder happened, you stupid potato.
my hands see my own. My right hand crushes his larynx as the left reaches the knife from his dislocated.
Chief, I wanted to ask you something.
Is it about the boudoir photos?
Am I still a suspect?
No.
Okay. Good. Listen, I think I might get out of this place soon. I need some space.
Is it?
Yeah. So it's true then.
I didn't vent.
It's all tasteful stuff. Maybe a gift for you.
I'm just in shock all the time. How could she be so different? I just can't process it all.
Or the torn wrapper of a tube. The ecstasy.
Chief DuPont, thanks for calling in.
I'm just checking your set.
At the moment, my heart's beating 1,000 times a minute and I can't sit still. Every noise or knock on the door makes me jump out of my skin, and I keep looking behind me. Is that safe?
Who's behind you, Zero?
What's...
That you're just saying you're doing things when you're not actually doing anything. What's the plan, Chief DuPont? How do we stop this from happening? How do we stop me from dying?
Elixir of life or something?
By the time the night bus arrived,
Your mom is your mom.
past leaving.
Okay, let's do Violet now.
Me this time.
I'm just gonna do everyone this time.
Sit by a window and watch London go by.
I don't know, I can skip it space. That makes it much easier.
Walk through the rain, the tiredness dragging on my legs, the muscles taut.
Hello, lovely. Take a look at this. Picture of Dorota.
Why are you showing me this?
I don't want to see.
It's not like that. It's just a press photo. Do you see anything in it?
A girl holding a.
You don't see any movement. Just Dorota.
The fuck?
Be a next time and another after that. Hopefully I'll get a bit of peace. Be normal for a while. Term I can see no end to it. I know I can't resist the Slayer's need.
Alright, let's do this, bitch.
Years from now.
Do you believe Tara can predict?
I'm not one for mystics and crystal balls. I'm a Virgo.
It says you're lying about your alibi.
Oh, I suppose it has a 50-50 chance of getting it right.
He wondered how many times
She's
more
not
he would have to do.
stupid.
Last. Maybe now he.
Ron, what are we going to do about Ellis?
What would you do about it?
I don't know. That's why I'm asking you. The few times we've caught up with the Traveller, nothing's worked.
Killing, talking to them?
If we lock up the killer until Mercury tells us Ellis is safe, that could work. But who is the killer?
Zero's mom.
Chief DuPont, Sam, Oscar, Violet, Zach, Rain. Chief DuPont, Sam, Oscar, Violet, Zach, Ellis, Zach.
Do I have to choose? I have to. Oh, it's clearly not fucking Alice, is it? It's not Sam.
Oscar.
I'd happily restrain him.
Okay.
At least the person she's observing in the dream.
Okay, I can't do it.
Not, or does not want to face. And then when she opens her eyes, her. So it's almost dreaming is.
Who are you? What are you doing in my house? Get out now before I call the police.
Again, Alex, thank you very much for
Such.
sharing this one with us. I would love to talk about this one in further detail.
Ah, it's too rain.
Lake, actually, it relates.
Who is?
You saw her, did you? She's my goddaughter, at that age where she overshares.
Is she a ghost?
What makes you say that, Rain? Is there something about her aura?
Secret about someone else that you haven't.
What is it, Ray?
I have a plan.
You do?
Maybe Ellis should stay with. Maybe Ellis should stay.
With his track record, I'm pretty sure he'd like to lock Ellis up, you know, for safety. But it probably would break a couple of Geneva Conventions, even if it was for her own good.
Thank you for your dreams.
Hi, Rain. Did you miss me while I was gone?
No.
So,
I'm honestly not going to try and worry about this one. We've told Sam, and I think that's all we can do.
really? Well, what? Really?
No, not really. I don't have many options. I'm asking everyone how I can help, so maybe I actually can help this time.
Quite an interesting dream. I would say.
We're not getting any new info.
Reach that they've seen.
Haven't you done enough predicting my death?
I'm sorry.
It's okay. I'm just kidding. I know it's not your fault. Well, unless you're the killer.
Have you made a decision?
I think it's a no. Sorry. It's just the reading that you gave me the other day. I don't want to scare off the audience.
Why would I scare off? What reading? Why would?
They don't want to hear talk of death and darkness. Well, they do, if it's in a story. But you can't tell them they're going to die.
I said you were going to.
You didn't say you're going to die, just like that, but I remember the death card. And the devil. And you said it was... What was the word you used? My challenge. That I needed to die so I could be free from my chains. I know you said it doesn't mean literal death, but maybe it does.
Open at Midnight by Martin Oten, read by...
I said that, huh? We did it already, did I?
Body as the bitter east wind blew.
Lexicorn, how thin are these walls?
What do you mean the walls are thin?
I can hear you screaming at your Ouija board. Last night too. I feel like I've heard your whole life story. Does Sam like me? Is Violet a lesbian? Will Ellis die? Will Bronwyn die? That last one, don't worry about that.
Why not?
I'm gonna stick around until you're sick of the sight of me, alright? I'm not in any danger. Ellis is in danger. Sam's in danger.
He paused for a moment, then turned into the narrow street, then lengthening their stride.
Our job is so
Tell me about it. Chasing around the unknown, trying to triumph good over evil, generally standing around helpless watching people die.
Why do we do it? Why don't we just...
And leave Bron on her own? Quite possibly to die? No. I'm locked in now, until the end. Whatever that may be.
Round one. Open the gates of madness.
Oh, fuck.
It's feeding frenzy for the first time. It changed my life. It's harder to live.
Sorry, we're closed. Unless you're here for something else.
I'm a friend of Dorota's.
Dorota. I'm sorry about what happened.
Dorota told me things about you. Can I?
It's a bit late, but I think I could spare a few minutes. Sorry, I didn't catch your name.
Lex.
Lexi. I like it. It's got an edge.
I know what you did to You're dating Violet, aren't you?
No, we're just friends.
That's not what you told Sam. That's not what Violet thinks.
Violet doesn't always see things clearly. It's fine. I know how to handle her.
What do you mean? Doesn't see what? What do you mean?
I know how to talk to her. She's a sweetheart when you get to know her.
Dorota, I know what you did to Dorota. Dorota said she knew you.
Yeah, she had a portrait session with me. Can I get you a drink?
No thanks.
Is that vodka?
A little bit won't hurt.
I know what you did to Dorota.
I didn't do anything to Dorota.
You killed her. You seduced her.
You make it sound so sordid. Dorota didn't do anything she didn't want to.
Asking to get rid. I feel.
I'm not getting anything new.
My head as
Well, let's try that. This might be interesting.
soft. Awareness nearly deafening. Is this the one? I slow down. An innocent passerby.
Oh, this is not helping.
Himself. The footsteps slow. Within me, beast
Okay.
snarls.
Because that would be too easy, huh?
In anticipation.
Alright, 2 left. Let's see if we can
Behind
get
me,
some info.
cease.
I think we should break up. I need to talk about Ellis Monroe. I think we should.
Why do you want to break up?
I don't love you. I'm cheating on you.
With who?
Dorota.
I thought so. Well, Dorota isn't here anymore. That's the curse of sleeping with you, obviously. How dare you break up with me? It's my decision. And I haven't made my mind up yet.
I need to talk about Ellis.
What have you been doing with Ellis Monroe?
What haven't I been doing? What have you heard?
The tarot readers have predicted that she is the next victim. Do you think we should do something?
Want to?
Is that really all you think about? Starting to look like August has a serial killer targeting redheads. Look at my hair, Zach. Does this look red to you?
Wakes. Casual relationships are founded on. You won't let anyone get close. A phrase I've heard more. It's true. And
Fuck.
tell them why. There's no predictable pattern to it. Quietly, but I once had to.
Zach, what are you doing here?
I've been a naughty boy.
Good to know. I'm not one of them, though, so. Unless there's anything else?
Pose for me. Pose for me.
Zach, please stop asking. It's not gonna happen.
Just undo a few buttons.
Wondering how many others there
Okay,
are
so
out there. How
she
many
didn't do the
or am I
photos.
just one amongst many?
Good to know.
Cannot believe I am unique. And if I am, then why me? I've tried to be just victims. No truth been fed to the beast, though that first time was pretty close.
Oscar, good. You got my message. Got some things to show you.
What have you got?
Does, this mean anything to you?
This fucking picture.
That's Dorota.
Why is everyone showing this picture? Maybe she's dead on the picture.
And what if I showed you this?
Alice Munro.
Do you know her?
She's from the...
And if I do this?
God damn it.
No. Anything?
What the fuck is wrong with you?
That'll be all. You can go now.
As if I'm a little off balance.
The fuck?
Sorry.
Oscar, I'm so sorry. What can I do?
Will you see?
Oscar, it's so much more complicated than that.
Who doesn't?
Why didn't you save her?
I couldn't. I was live on air. I didn't know what was happening. Well, nobody knew what was happening. Don't make this my fault, Oscar. Please.
To skewer an elephant. And I'm
Fuck me. I feel like I didn't learn anything.
relax and open the gates.
Zoo
Let this
recap.
player come through.
What do you know about it? It's probably a bit more nuanced than that, but maybe. We've got a new target, Alice Munro. Alice said she was in a relationship with Dorota. She kissed a girl and she liked it. She told you where John Pope, or Poe, is going to be next. Rain still says he was praying in his room, alone. You say Bronwyn and Lexi's alibis don't add up. Rain's confirmed he met Alice at the radio station. Picking his next victim, maybe? Lexi's doing some investigating for you. As if that'll help. Rain told you about the Butcher of Birmingham. It's a thing. Made an interesting read. Those tarot readers hang out with death. His explanation of it, it's all fairy tales, so I'm not getting involved. Violet says she doesn't remember last night, but I've got that in hand. Violet told you about her brush with aliens? You seem far too interested in those kind of things. Zach Weston says he was in his studio last night. No one corroborates. And he keeps asking Ellis to pose nude. Could be motive. Oscar's in the clear. He was playing football last night. He said that Dorota had a wedding dress in her closet. Not many people would know that. That's it.
Cause attention. Walk briskly and purposefully
Wait,
away from the broken
I
beam
can't go
of
to next
shadows, a
chapter
long
yet?
walk to the night bus.
What did I miss?
A thin drizzle mist.
I don't really want to. About a month ago, the guest house was empty and I was alone in my bedroom. All I could hear was dripping. Cold tap. Drip. 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 And then it began. I could smell iron, a strong metallic smell. Then I could taste it on my tongue. And then weightlessness. Like time and space had stopped. That was the first time they took me. It's happened 5 times, even on clozapine. Get that strange aura, then I'm gone. I had tests for epilepsy, amongst other things. sure the scans were normal. As far as I know, I've gone. It's difficult to explain. I'm stuck in the wall of an enormous room made from these wooden vines, except the vines slowly move and drip with pain. My head is pushed out like I'm a trophy. If I look to my side, there are others, heads, all prisoners, being experimented on. They rearrange us like decorations, suck us backwards into the darkness and then thrust us back through the wall. And when they return me home, I'm broken. Cuts, bruises, memories.
In his heart, he doubted it was over. In 60 years.
It's 9 o'clock and you're listening to Radio August. Investigations into the murder of 21-year-old Dorota Shaw are continuing this evening. Miss Shaw was found dead in her home at approximately 10 p.m. last night in what police are describing as a puzzling case. Residents are urged to be cautious until the perpetrator is caught. I cannot stress this enough, August. Stay safe out there. You mean the world to me. In other news, Monroe has been detained on urgent business, so you're stuck with me until she returns. Never fear, Monroe fans. We still have lots of pre-recordings, so you can relax with her angelic tones. That's 9 o'clock with Poe and Monroe.
Shoot her, so I did. Onomats are supposed to have that.
Sam, I've got some heavy rain news. Lawrence Petrovsky, that's his real name, and no, he's not a Russian spy. But he does have a criminal record.
Ah! What did he do?
He was charged with the murder of a 21-year-old artist. Looks like he got off on a technicality by all accounts. About 3 months ago in Hong Kong. Be careful, Sam. If you're going to ask him about this, it could be a flight risk. And you know, there's a good chance he could be the killer. Door's behind you.
Over Vanessa's body and open the door.
Hey, I'm going. There's too many people asking questions. It's exhausting. I'm off to stay at my aunt's. I'll come back tomorrow, but I've said everything I can say.
Fair enough.
Report of gunshots coming from this building.
Probably right here. Why? I didn't realize I was under house arrest.
You should be.
Thanks for the advice. I hope I'm not the only suspect.
She nods appreciatively. Mind. She's definitely sitting on.
You're the detective. Monroe just called. This is madness. Who would want to hurt her? We've worked together for years. She's the light to my shade, the angel to my demon, the diamond to my lump of coal. She told me to say all those things. Heavens, no. I have a wife and 3 children, beloved spawn of my loins. Monroe and I are good friends, that's all. Only a madman, or woman. Monroe is August's sweetheart. Poe and Monroe, that was her idea. Our show. We were just another local radio station before that. It was Monroe who decided we should have a theme. Dark Nights with Poe and Monroe. Don't tell me you haven't heard it, detective. That's what the Free Radio Project is all about. Uniting August via the airwaves. Monroe's been delivering free radios anywhere people might want to listen. Doctors' surgeries, hairdressers, the guest house. I believe she charmed the local electrical store into donating them, in exchange for free advertising, of course. We interviewed her about her scholarship not too long ago. Do you think whoever killed Dorota plans to kill Monroe? What makes you think she's in danger? Tarot. Does this have anything to do with the gentleman who stopped by? I didn't get his name, I'm afraid. He offered to do a spot on our show, doing tarot readings to answer listener questions. We said we'd think about it. You know, this town is fascinating. There's a lot more to it than meets the eye. Have you ever read up on the real history of August?
No.
The official story is that Mary August retired from a life on the high seas, found a nice spot here, and used her ill-gotten gains to establish a town. But that's not what really happened. It's true that Mary August was a pirate, but she didn't retire. Her ship was sunk on the rocks just off the coast. Mary and all of her crew sought refuge in a small fishing town, this one. They slaughtered everyone, men, women, and children, all dead and dismembered in their own homes. The bodies were dumped in a mass grave. Well, the body parts. And the pirates moved in. Yes, August was built on the blood of innocents. Kind of puts Dorota's murder into perspective, doesn't it? On that note, I should probably get back to the booth. The show must go on. Death threats be damned. Look after Monroe, detective. She's the only Monroe I've got.
It's now 10 o'clock. Here's your August up.
I don't care yet. I'm investigating.
She's experiencing issues in different aspects of her life, and it's a perpetual.
No, it's you.
Yeah, no shit.
I was hoping it might be Zach.
Why?
No. Oh, him, yes. I've heard him on the radio. Never met in real life, though. Are you mocking me, Sam? No, I have never met the man. No. And I've got some very important news for him if he ever shows up. Yes. If he ever shows up. Yes, now I remember. It's the one in the hall. Sometimes cuts through the unbearable silence in this place. Not really. I expected her to be blonde for some reason.
Yandi?
And what looks like could have perhaps been...
The fuck?
Maybe...
Sorry, Sam, what can I do for you?
You doing alright?
Yeah, I always cry around this time of night. What's the point, Sam, huh? If we can't save them. Mercury is a curse. It's like some tourist guide for murders. I try for Alexi and Rain to make them think that we can make a difference, make a change, but we haven't so far. What if we can't make a change? Maybe if we could just save one person, Sam. Alice. We need to save her. We need to.
I'm working on it.
Yes. She's definitely got a monkey on her back.
The fuck does that mean?
I saw her get changed. She's got all these scars on her back in the shape of a monkey. Like they've been burned into her. What the hell happened to her, Sam? Yes, I managed to sneak a look at her laptop. She's been Googling Alice Munro. It rings a bell, but no. Sorry, Sam.
And...
She's gone, listeners. It's amazing.
Honestly, you don't. Once they're caught, a few hours later, they've hopped timelines into someone else. We just keep chasing them, continuously trying to stop them ruining lives. No, but they don't like being exposed. If Mercury pointed them out, they're already in trouble. We'd do a reading. Mercury would know.
Tower block. Gravity accelerates me towards the pavement.
It was weird. Zach thought he'd already met me. Why would that be, Sam? That's what I thought, although I'm sure he said my name. Anyway, I did find out one thing. He has a massive collection of books about serial killers. What's that about? A who, what, betroths what? No. Should I? He's off the radio. I don't really know him. Actually, I'm glad you're here. I really, really want to do a reading for you right now. You know, to help. Great. Let me just draw 3 cards for you.
God.
This is just a general reading. You don't need a question. Okay. Oh, the 2 of Cups. That's mysterious. Is there anyone you feel a spark of attraction to? Maybe someone you've met recently?
Oh my
The
god.
Lovers. I did not expect that. It seems this attraction has the potential to be life-changing, if you want it to be. And finally, the Knight of Cups. This card is about pursuing your heart's desire. I think it's time to tell that someone special how you...
Okay, good one.
You catch on quickly, don't you, Sam?
Air assaults my nostrils.
Don't.
Sun sliding into the Pacific.
Zach, the game is up. I think you should leave town.
What?
What?
I know where you were last night. I followed you to Dorota's house.
Oh.
I didn't know it was Dorota's house until we arrived. Call it women's intuition.
I was at the studio.
No, you weren't. That detective's not stupid. Dupont might be, but not Sam. They'll put 2 and 2 together.
And
then they're going to arrest you. You weren't there long, I suppose, but then I guess it doesn't take you long, does it?
You're a spy.
I followed you there, then back to the studio. You lied to the police. You lied to me. Done with you. We're finished. Don't come back here again.
Proof that aliens have visited our planet already. Or at least Mexico.
but slightly frightening that it's from so long ago.
Been someone imagine things look like. Rain, what an unexpected pleasure. Maybe you could help me with something. When you were here yesterday, you don't recall seeing a small green velvet pouch anywhere, do you?
No.
Huh.
Well, keep your eyes peeled. The pouch contains Augustan gold coins.
Oh!
Part of Mary August's original hoard. Oh, sorry, you don't know the town's origin story, do you? Suffice to say, if you see them, please return them to me. They're in the pouch for a reason. If anyone comes into contact with them, bad things happen. I have to be on air in a minute. Another time, maybe?
Or a lion?
Ah.
You're right.
A winged lion?
Lion.
Of course.
We're getting somewhere now.
A Chinese bronze lion.
I find the whole subject fascinating. What makes them tick? Nature or nurture? The FBI's behavioral science unit profiled your average serial killer as a white male in his late 20s. Not very progressive, is it? Well, if Violet said it, it must be true. I was here last night, as I said.
Happen when you sell.
Devil.
Particularly in August at the moment. Nosed.
Poe and Monroe. So Simeon's...
I followed.
Are you insane? Why did you follow me, you stupid bitch?
You killed. You had sex. You.
Oh dear. You shouldn't have said that. That could make me very angry. Unlike you, the guest house isn't impenetrable.
Seen, and I think they're very ambitious.
Oh.
They might be a little over-ambitious.
That might have been a bad idea.
You that a tower does in fact symbolize a quest for...
Rain's still a suspect. No corroborated alibi. Bromman Castle has one. Lexi Taylor doesn't. I got my search back on Rain, or Petrovsky, as we should call him. He's got priors that you're looking into. Rain met Ellis when he was touting for work. He gets around quickly. Zach seems to be a fan of serial killers. At least, you've told me he has an extensive book collection on them. Ellis knows Violet because of the free radio project. Violet's been doing some web searches on Ellis. You think that's a jealous streak. I think it's a sign of the times. You've still not accepted my friend request, have you? Violet's just admitted being at the crime scene last night with Zach. It's not looking good for Zach now. Oscar's in the clear. He was playing football last night. He said that Dorota had a wedding dress in her closet. Not many people would know that. I think you've narrowed it down to Zach, Rain, and Lexi. That's just my professional opinion, mind you. Feel free to ignore the person who hired you. That's it.
Oh, there's still you and Violet.
From home? It's now 10 o'clock. Here's your August update. Investigations deepen into last night's murder of 21-year-old Dorota Shaw. Miss Shaw, a talented cellist who had recently been granted a place at Juilliard, was found strangled at her home last night. With the murderer still at large, Chief DuPont has urged residents to remain calm and stresses there is almost no chance of anyone else being harmed. Alice, if you're listening, let me know you're okay. In other news, a handful of August residents have reported seeing strange lights in the sky earlier this evening. The lights, which witnesses describe as searingly bright, were spotted over the east edge of town, past the fire station. Have you seen any strange lights? Or for that matter, little green men? Let me know. That's 10 o'clock with Poe.
August's gone crazy tonight. I've just got off the phone with someone who thinks they saw a UFO on one of the nights that Violet went missing. Aliens will be normal right now. Anyway, now you're here, it's time. What do you suggest we do with Ellis Monroe? Monroe's a local treasure around here, Sam. Don't let anything happen to her.
Sam, I'm not sure. Do you think you can stop someone from trying to kill me? I know you're just trying to make me feel better, but that's a weird thing to say. Maybe I'd be better off with one of Chief DuPont's officers.
Sam, where the hell are you? On the road? Get back to the guest house. Ellis is fine, but Violet's not fine, Sam. She's been strangled. Bronwyn found the body. Same gold coin in the mouth. Coroner's on the way. I'll see you there.
It's 11 o'clock, and this is Poe with the latest August update. Police are now investigating the suspicious death of a woman at the Grange guest house. The body of the woman, believed to be 30-year-old guest house owner Violet Gallagher, is rumored to have been discovered in the last hour by one of her guests. So far, police refuse to say whether there is any connection to last night's murder, but they are asking August residents to report any suspicious activity. These are dark times, August. Dark times. Now, Monroe has some personal business to attend to, but she sends you all her love and hopes to be back on the air tomorrow. That's 11 o'clock with Poe.
So this is how we're gonna do it, huh?
Sam, I have some bad news. We've done a group reading, and it's you. I don't know, Sam. I don't know what to say. It's normally a death sentence, but with you, it might be different. I think you've interfered too much. That's why you're the next target. I've called Chief DuPont already. He's asked that you meet with him. You should go, Sam. Be careful.
Sam, it's almost midnight. You're still alive. This is a good thing, but no one's even attempted to kill you yet. You've given me a lot of evidence, enough to arrest someone. But who? Make the right decision, and you should be safe. If we don't, well, we've all got to sleep at some point. I can get someone to guard your room at the guest house, but it might not be enough. So, Sam, who should I arrest? During that whole thing with Ellis, the only people I couldn't keep track of were Rain, Zach, and Violet. Who was with Dorota at the time of her murder, or who has an alibi that doesn't check out? This is on you, Sam. Just give me a name.
I mean, it's Zach or Rain.
She was a good woman. Really good. Like 1950s housewife good. Maybe that's not such a good thing anymore. Not if it gets you killed.
Like, both of them are sus as fuck. It's Zach.
Zach, I don't trust him either. He's definitely creepy. I'll go and pick him up myself. With all the information you've given me, I think it'll be enough. Maybe he'll confess too. That would help. Good luck, Sam. If you've picked the wrong person, you're still in danger.
Jesus
Sorry. That was
fucking
embarrassing.
Christ.
Bronwyn asked me to check that you're okay, and you seem to be. Well done catching a killer, by the way. Well, hopefully you did. Scream if you need me.
Oh my fucking god.
It's 1 o'clock in the morning, and this is Poe with your August update. We don't normally have them at this time, but since there's a killer on the loose, I feel it's my duty to keep the radio station manned. I personally spoke with Chief DuPont earlier, and he thinks they're close to catching the killer. Until that happens, though, please lock your doors and stay inside. Remain vigilant. The light has faded, and so has my fortitude. I see things in shadows, behind doors and under desks. I hear the chattering of teeth and the glee of insects waiting to feed on me. The studio undulates like a heart that beats its last beats. I can't go on. I must to bed. Forgive me, Lady August. Forgive me.
Hello, sleepyhead. I'm so glad to see you alive. There is no next victim. Zach is still locked up. He's being charged for murder. Travelers don't like being incarcerated, so they'll have jumped realities already. It's not something that a jury will believe. The shell they've left behind won't remember what they've done. And spend a life in prison. All we can do is try and stop the next one. Sam, come with us, please. We could really use someone like you and, well, just, will you? Really? Oh, Sam, that's wonderful. Let's finish packing and we can leave this afternoon. Sam, thank you. We're going to change lives, believe me.
Hey, sweet cheeks. You did good. Real good. You win. Alexi hug.
Did I win?
Sam, I'm just going to say it because you only live once and all that. Sam, I think I've fallen for you. That's it. That's all I wanted to say. It's out there now. We can get on with our lives. I see. Nice thing. Well, nothing ventured, nothing gained. Heart wants what it wants. Perhaps you should go for a while so I can have a little cry. I'll be okay though.
Sam, you're safe. Thank Christ. Sorry. I don't know where that came from. Yeah, I know. There's been a lot of death going around. Look, however this pans out, I just wanted to say thank you. Chief DuPont was going to screw everything, but you kept it all together. The riot was stopped. But there's tens, if not hundreds, going on all the time, so we got to keep going. I don't know if Bron asked in the end, but I hope you're coming with us. I really do.
I didn't think you'd leave without saying goodbye. People do horrible things to people every day. I'm just glad there's someone like you around to save us. I mean, everyone needs a little saving from time to time. Even me. That's easy for you to say. Look what you've just been through. I'd have been dead a few hours ago if it wasn't for you. But you're right. I am strong. I will be fine. But I like having you around, Sam. I hope you're staying.
Sam, you did good. I thought you would. I mean, not that I've got a signed confession or anything. Yet. Apparently, they don't remember anything about the murders, but Bronwyn seems pretty convinced it's over. Well done. I hear you're leaving town with the tarot readers. That's a real big shame. You were starting to fit in here. But good luck to you. You're doing what many of us have died trying. Leaving August. And I've stuck to my word.
Something
That
doesn't
problem you had,
fit.
I buried it. The coroner's report is going to say the woman was dead when you arrived, not after. I don't personally believe in exorcism or anything like that, but over the last 24 hours, I'm starting to think things aren't as cut and dried as I'd like them to be. You're a good person, Sam. At least that's definitely how it looks from the outside.
I am Dorota. I am 21 years old. I love playing cello, and I just been awarded a scholarship to Juilliard. I just love cello. I love all string instruments, but cello is rich and deep and soothing, at least to me.
Oh, she's give us
No,
disturbing.
cello is my hobby, but my real passion is... It's silly, it sounds silly.
There's 8
Well,
endings?
I would like to build a time machine. I know. But it is possible. I think people make mistakes. They do things they regret and they say things they don't mean. I want to go back in time. I want to make better choices.
You know why you're here, don't you?
No.
Because you did well. And you know what happens when you do well?
No.
Augmentation. Congratulations, Agent 3.13. Welcome to 3.14.
Fuck does that mean?
Investigations into the murder of 21-year-old
I made more
Dr.
games.
Decker was murdered. Dr. Decker thought one of his...
Debriefing 3204, Birmingham. Transmit. And we're ready. Are you human? Debrief complete. Agent ready. You can go.
The killer's under. Violet is the killer. Sam becomes Zack. Zack is the killer. Sam becomes Zack. Zack is the killer. Sam becomes. Wait, what?
Yeah. Sam, you asked for these earlier. Make sure you get some sleep now. You'll need it. Night.
Taste. Bron, I'm sorry, that was in bad taste.
Sam, you're awake. How convenient. Over your man and me. Marriage material. I have to deal with you. Sam? Who are you?
Is your word, because Sam, this does not look good. All I've really got is your word, because then the killer. I'm going to miss her.
Violet.
That's a whole other story.
There's nothing you could have done about Violet. Life is the ultimate prize. And me, Sam. The results are differently.
Oh, what the
Is that
fuck?
you? Me untie you. Oh my god. It hit me, but you didn't want me to. I'm so. Oh, I hope you can forgive me.
Sorry, Violet.
It's just perfect.
Jealousy is one hell of a motive. It's just so unlike. I'll get some rest.
Photography studio. Sounds like we're going to have a great point to arrest me, but studio. I'm far too sweet for all this killing. Oh, Sammy, you want the whole foot-long explanation. There's no time for that. Those women are sluts. Oh, what that short hair. And then when they're all horsed at, picture me.
I think I've got. What I want to know is what made him pass out. And there's something you're not telling me, Sam. Well done, Sam.
It's like my photos. They were capturing things truthfully, but only I could see them. Photos. They were capturing things truthfully, but only I could see them. Violet? You were Sam all along. No, wait.
I'm Violet.
You're not Violet. You're an alien, aren't you? No. Oh, no!
Some, you lose some. Well,
Zach's still missing, but Chief DuPont will find him.
I knew there was a reason deep to kill me. Well,
Sam, you're still with us. Suspicious, remember. If they don't kill me.
I don't understand.
I can't let you do that. You changed into me. You're a shapeshifter. Or you're the using some, and I think it's the latter. Goodbye, Sam.
Or has lost many good last few days. Monroe Montez first reached by
So it was him?
Is it really you?
Hey.
I don't know what to do. And then it's just
Damn it, how long it made enough sleep.
you. You know that. And it's Birmingham. I'm going to be stuck in a jail cell forever. I can't do that. I trust you, Bron. Stuck in a jail cell forever. I only have one option. It's Traveller taking over my body. So it's right.
The wrong suspect, then you let the real killer disappear. No one else. And just
Came to pieces.
So, I'm going to lose a star for this.
Enjoy the journey, Sam. For murder. Travelers don't like being incarcerated. The shell they end a life. And now. Sam.
Okay, stay.
Came from.
These are the romance things.
But you're happy you're still alive.
apparently they don't remember anything. Well done.
At least you know deprecating begin. And congratulations, Agent 1-4. And you know what happens? Let the deprecating begin. Agent 1.
I'm so fucking confused. And very many other my classification. So basically the killer is based on how you play. So you cannot make the killer. Wow, very interesting game, very confusing. I liked it though. It was a good game. Surprised. I'll try one more game from these guys. The Infectious Madness of Dr. Decker. We'll play that next. Oh my god, it's fucking 13 hours long. GG though, I liked it. Alright, see you, chat. Thanks for watching. Have a good day.